Thanks for checking out GWF. Hit the subscribe button and enable notifications by clicking the bell icon so you don't miss any future GWF content.
The next match is another first round match for the German Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight World Cup, scheduled for...
Now here comes a young man who may just be a dark horse in this tournament. Maybe not someone who has drawn as much attention as some of the others, but trust me, he is talented to the extreme.
The aisle from Budapest and representing Hungary, he's weighing in at 188 pounds tonight, the future killer, Wylde!
The Prince of Scandal from Hungary, Wylde, still just 19 years of age. What a moment this would be in his young career if he could take home the Light Heavyweight World Cup.
Representing Hungary, the future killer, Wylde!
Wylde, trained by former tag team champions here in GWF, Icarus and Dover. Let's see just how much they've taught him, because he has a hell of a challenge in front of him.
And his opponent, coming to us with a weight of 154 pounds from Madrid and representing Spain, El Niño Anónimo, the Wild Wolf, A-Kid!
El Niño Anónimo, A-Kid, a native of Madrid in Spain, making his GWF debut.
El Niño Anónimo, the Wild Wolf, A-Kid!
A-Kid, one of the leading figures in White Wolf Wrestling, based out of Madrid. A promotion that he and his friends helped to build from the ground up. And in 2018, A-Kid drew worldwide attention with what many consider to be a 5-star match in Spain against one Zack Sabre Jr. Bell rings here, we're underway with our second first round match. And as we get underway here, don't forget you can join in the conversation at home. Who do you think of the 8 nations entered here tonight is going to take home that Light Heavyweight World Cup? Join the conversation online using the hashtag #WeAreGWF. A-Kid taking an early advantage here, but Wylde, with wherewithal beyond his years, knowing where he was in the ring, got that foot onto the bottom rope to force the break. And they will lock up again. A cautious start from these two, and A-Kid is the older of the two, which is not a situation he's used to being in. A-Kid just 21. Combined age of less than, well, we're just about 40, I guess, between the two of them. And these two showing just what a proud future European wrestling has, as A-Kid forcing those arms backwards, striking the sides of Wylde. Wylde again to the outside. Again, that's good ring smarts from Wylde, who's only made his professional debut in January last year, just before his 18th birthday. There's A-Kid looking for the submission here, trying to stretch out Wylde. Wylde is in some trouble here, but rolls through once again into the ropes to force the break. Wylde in that 14 months of his career so far has already wrestled in 7 different countries. really was one of the most mouth-watering first-round ties when these two were drawn against each other, because you're looking at two young and hungry lions here. One from Spain, one from Hungary. Big forearm from Wylde. Now that knocked A-Kid right off his feet. Slightly brash element to the persona of Justin Wylde here. As A-Kid perhaps the more likable of the two human beings, and A-Kid is quickly gaining the support here of the GWF fans. So you only get one chance to make a first impression, and both of these guys are trying to make an unforgettable one here. Big body slam from Justin Wylde. Wylde, the young Hungarian, as I said, a product of HCW, our friends over in Hungary, and you can see a bit of that ruthlessness that Dover and Icarus have obviously instilled in this young man from an early age. The referee is trying to get Wylde to get a clean break here, and struggling to get that to happen, but back elbow and a snapmare takedown. Wylde to go to the corner. Wylde running knee right into the jaw of A-Kid. A-Kid may be unconscious. Hungary was just a split second away from going to the final and joining Canada's El Fantasmo. A-Kid is back to his feet in the corner, but you can tell he was damaged by that. Gets the boots up, does A-Kid, got all that body weight down on the shoulders, and Wylde still found a way to get out of that with a half second to spare. Front face lock by Wylde, countered into the rear waist lock from A-Kid. Wylde holds onto the ropes. Oh my, what a kick from A-Kid. The Northern Lights from the bridge, the cover. Will that do it? No. Wylde found a way to hang in there, but hang in there is the operative phrase here, because Wylde is hanging on here by his fingernails as A-Kid continues to gain momentum. And once again, I mentioned this in the last match, but there is an advantage to be had to whichever first round winner can get through their opening match with the least amount of energy consumed, because of course that four-way elimination main event later on will be exhausting in its own right, to say the least. Wylde with a kick to A-Kid. They've been slapping each other. They had the same idea at the same time. Neither man goes down. Block from Wylde, and another big strike from the young Hungarian, the Prince of Scandal, headed up to the top floor here. Wylde looking for that double foot stomp perhaps, and he uses to put his opponents away. A-Kid had it scouted. The Spanish fly from A-Kid. Will that do it? It might, and it doesn't. The kick out looking for the armbar. He's looking for the armbar. Doesn't quite have that arm hyperextended. See Wylde trying to hold his hands together, or at least get into a slightly better leveraged position here. A-Kid is trying to stretch out that right arm of Wylde, but look at the strength of Justin Wylde. And another vicious strike from Wylde. Oh God, that DDT. A-Kid right on his head, that might do it. And my word, how on earth did A-Kid kick out of that? Justin Wylde and A-Kid, both of them here, more than living up to the hype that surrounds both of these two youngsters. You can hear the GWF faithful chanting their approval. A-Kid caught Wylde on the top there, and A-Kid, we've seen one Spanish fly. Will we see a top rope one? Yes, we will. A-Kid nails Wylde. A-Kid with the cover, and A-Kid advances.
Here's the winner, representing Spain in tonight's final for the German Wrestling Federation Light Heavyweight World Cup. El Niño Anonimo, the White Wolf, A-Kid.
On his GWF debut, A-Kid puts away the Prince of Scandal and sends Spain into the light heavyweight World Cup final. What an impressive debut. And take nothing away from Wylde, he was spectacular too.
Representing Spain, El Niño Anonimo, the White Wolf, A-Kid.
A new year and a new hope.
Catch-time is back. Are you ready for some wrestling?
8 of the finest wrestlers from around the world represent their countries. Who will win the GWF Light Heavyweight World Cup?